I'll leave you a recording. I'm just gonna leave.
Cool.
Okay. See you later.
Yeah. This is our 28mm Telecine Device. We are taking 28mm films from around 1910 to 1920. They were shown in Canadian schools, and we are turning them into digital films. The film is driven from this sprocket here, which is coupled to a 5-phase stepper motor, and these sprockets are custom CNC milled specifically for the 28mm format. You can see hopefully see the teeth meshing with the sprocket holes, pulling the film through the film gate here. The film gate is also custom CNC milled out of aluminum and then anodized, which is why it is this strange yellow color you see here. And the film gate is actually spring-loaded to keep the film flat as it passes through, and then there are two small aluminum bumpers which are spring-loaded to keep the film aligned axial, or in the transverse direction. And the film is fed off of the outtake reel and onto the uptake reel, and the tension is maintained in these reels with two spring-loaded tensioner arms, which you can see from the back here, are pivoted about a potentiometer which reads a specific resistance value, and this resistance value is corresponds to tension of the film. And based on this resistance value, we tell these DC motors to rotate forward or backwards to maintain the reels at a specific tension. And just as an example, I can show you here, if I trick this particular tensioner arm to think that the tension is too high, based on the reading of this potentiometer, we'll see the outtake reel try to feed more film into the system to compensate for this. And then when I return it back to the original tension value and it realizes that there's too much film, it immediately rotates in the other direction to take up that extra slack and maintain the same tension. Our system is run with an Arduino microcontroller. Well, actually, the board itself is a third-party Boarduino, and it controls everything, including this relay, which triggers the camera to take screenshots about once every 2.5 seconds. And here you can see the films, the frames being captured sequentially one by one as they pass through the film gate, and they are captured about once for every 2.5 seconds. And this is due to limitations in the camera trigger, which we have here. And the frames are illuminated by a bank of LEDs, which fire up into some diffusion paper underneath the film gate, and they illuminate the frames. And the motors, everything is actually run by this 5-volt power supply, which, for better or for worse, gives everything in the system more power. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, the pulleys, which are coupled to the film reels, we machine them to give a slight mechanical advantage. There's about a 2-to-1 ratio on the pulleys, and that allows these tiny DC motors to move the film reels, which have quite a bit of mass when there's a lot of film on them. Now, the shafts running these reels are 8-inch stainless steel shafts with a stainless steel key welded onto them so that they fit these reels almost perfectly.